Hello students, welcome to the Git tutorials. Today we are going to discuss on the topics Git Pull and Git Fetch. So briefly summarizing, we are going to discuss on what is Git Pull, what is Git Fetch, and how to use Git Pull, how to use Git Fetch, and differences between the Git Pull and Merge. What are the differences between the Git Pull and Git Merge? And finally, what are the differences between the Git Clone and Git Pull? So I'll get to into this GitHub account. You log in. After successful login, you will get a dashboard. So now I have to create a empty repository. So I'll click on profile and click on repository. So here I will click on new in order to create a new repository, that is remote repository. So I'll give here name git pull demo file. So here scrolling down, I'll click on link create repository. So this will create a repository. So after that, you have to go to there. I have already created a new folder here, git underscore pull underscore demo. So here right click, select on show more options, open with a code. This will open the VS Code. Close this. So I'll start from once again. Click on terminal, new terminal. So after this, in order to download a remote repo to local repo, you have to copy the link. Here make use of git clone followed by the URL. Paste the URL. So it has downloaded the empty remote repo, that is git underscore pull underscore demo file. So now you need to get into this directory cd, copy this directory name. So I'm into the directory git underscore pull underscore demo file. So now you create a sample file. It is m1.txt, meaning that it is in master branch or main branch. So here I will add some message. This line, this is a first line added by, I'll write my name as main or master branch. I'll press Ctrl S in order to save the file. So after this, you have to initialize the repository. For that, you have to make use of git init. Clearly see, I have made some simple mistake here. I'll show you what is the mistake. So I've created m1.x outside the git underscore pull underscore demo file. It should be m1.txt should be under this folder. So I will get into this. I'll move it here into this. So click on move. Clearly you can see it collapses. So m1.txt is under the folder git underscore pull underscore demo file. So I have initialized. Now I will check the status of the file. Status of the staging area. So if m1.txt appears in red color, it means that it is not added to the staging area. Clearly you can see here, means it is an untagged file. So it appears in red color. It's not added to staging area. In order to add to the staging area, you need to make use of git add followed by the file name or dot. So I'll add the file name to the m1.txt to the staging area. So after that I will check git status. So m1.txt appears in green color, means that it has been added to the staging area. Now my step is to configure my username GitHub account. But I will type git config double hyphen global user dot name. My username, that is GitHub account name. So I'll press enter. Now I have to configure my email. So I'll do some modification here only in order to save the time. Dot Navinesh dot nvn at gmail.com. That is my Gmail account. Ensure that it's correct. After that, then press enter. After that, you have to push this file into the remote repo. For that, you need to generate a token. This already I have discussed here. In order to generate a token, you need to go here, click on settings. Settings, scroll down and click on developer settings. And now click on select the second option, token classic. After that, click on generate token, select the second option, generate new token classic. So I'll give my token name. One, two, give. So I'll set the expiration date and I will check the checkboxes. So these are the privileges. So click on generate token. So you should copy these tokens because if the page gets refreshed, it will not be visible, it will be lost. So go here and copy it down. So now I'll use the this one command git git remote set URL origin followed by https colon followed by the two forward slashes token ID token at github github.com followed by username and repo name. I'll reduce the font here. So you can see this is the command in order to synchronize the remote repo with the local repo. That is sync or register remote repo with the local repo. That is git remote set URL origin followed by https colon two forward slashes token ID at github.com followed by forward slash username forward slash repo name. So I'll copy this. Copy and paste it below. I'll paste it in. So here I will remove the token ID, replace with the actual token. So be careful in removing. Copy the entire thing. Copy and paste it here. Now I have pasted the token. Now I need the username and repo name. So clearly I will go to here, click on profile, click on repository. So I'll click on this remote repo recently created. So I'll copy the repo name and username from here. I'll go here. So I'll copy and replace it here. So I have done this. So I'll copy this command. I'll copy this and paste it here. Paste as a select paste as a one line. Paste as a one line. So click enter. I think there is some error here. We'll check it out later. Meanwhile, I have not committed. I think I'll commit the message. Git commit created m1.text by give the commit message. So I give this file name is permanently stored in local repo. So here I will go and check it. What is the mistake here? I'm going to check it whether there is space or not. Check it. I'll copy it. GitHub. Clearly you can see I made a spelling mistake here. I missed H. Here also I should add H here. This is the mistake I have done. So I'll copy it and check it whether it's correct or not. I'll copy it and I'll paste it here. Paste as one line. So clearly you can see here I have given a space here. Space should not be given. This is the second mistake I have done. So in the beginning, from the beginning, I will check for the mistakes. So here will come. So this is I will check git remote set URL origin HTTPS colon followed by two forward slashes. Here also one space is there. Remove that space. Followed by at github.com followed by my username that is Navines NVN followed by the repo name. Then I will click enter. So clearly you can see there is no error here. So in order to push into the remote repo, you have to make use of which branch you are in. Correct. You have to find out which current active branch you are in. For that, you have to type git branch. So my current active branch is main. So in order to push that, you should make use of git push origin main. This should push the contents of this local repo into the remote repo. It will be reflected there. Make use of enter. So go to the Chrome browser and refresh it. So clearly you can see this message m1.text created by the Venus, my name. So assume that this repo is used by another person. For example, developer A. Assume that developer A is now is using this repo. So he comes here and modifies it. He clicks it here. Click on here to edit the file. He enters the message as this line. This is a second line added by developer A. So now developer A is working on this file. Imagine that developer A is taken the link and is working on the m1.text. So I'll add the messages developer A. The second line is added by developer A. So in order to save the file, you have to click on commit changes. Updated m1.text by developer. So click on commit changes. So I have done this. So get a click on this here. So now developer A decides to create another file. So in order to create another file, you have to go here and click on add file, create new file. So here he has to give the file name. So I'll give as a developer A, D A. Give us DA dot text, DA dot text. So here I will mention as uh, this file DA dot text created by developer. So I'll click on commit changes. I'll give as a commit messages by developer. So I'll click on commit changes. So thus file will be created. So you remember this thing. So in the local repo, the file is only m1.txt. This is the I added a new sentence. This is the first line added by me. That is my name I have added in the main or master batch. So this imagine that this repo is being used by developer A. So developer A now modifies the m1.txt. He adds the line. This is the second line added by developer B. He adds another file and he adds another file da.txt. So you can see the difference. What is the difference between the local repo and remote repo? So local repo consists of this only first line, which is added by Navines. So here, so when this repo is being used by another, I think this is as a repo as a project. It is being used by another person, developer A. So developer A modifies the m1.txt. He adds the second line and he creates the extra file da.txt. So here is the commit messages. Now, so in order to download the latest changes, you have to make use of. Now I'll come to the what is by Git Pull. So here I will go here. So Git Pull is used to fetch and merge changes from the remote repo to the local repo. I'll repeat it. What is Git Pull? Git Pull is used to fetch and merge changes from the remote repo to the local repo. Git Pull retrieves, in other words, Git Pull retrieves or downloads latest changes from remote repo and merges automatically those changes into the current branch, that is main or master branch. So Git pull we can consider as a combination of Git pull is usually is a combination of Git fetch and merge. So Git pull is suitable for reflecting remote changes in local changes. So why we should use Git pull? So Git pull ensures that all developers have latest code on their local machine. So by using Git pull, all the developers have latest code on their local machines. So by using Git pull, each and every person will have latest updated code with their local machines. Now, after getting the latest code, the person can start working on the project. So Git pull is usually suitable for reflecting remote changes in the local branch. So when executing Git pull, there may be a conflict between remote repo and local repo. So the conflict is likely to occur. So if conflict occurs, they need to be resolved manually. So one of the most common use case of developer when developer wants to update local copy of code base with the latest changes for remote repo. This is done at the beginning of the day. So here, if I enter git pull, what it does, it fetches the latest changes. It fetches the latest changes from the remote repo to the local repo. In other words, it retrieves, downloads latest changes from the remote repo to the local repo. I'll press enter here. So clearly see, you can see whatever the changes were done in the remote repo has been fetched to the downloaded to the local repo. So this was second line is added by the developer A. Was fetched and in addition da.text was also which was developed by developer A was also fetched. So this is the Git pull. Now I'll discuss you what is Git uh, fetch. So I will go here again. Mm, I'll come here. I'll modify. Now assume that this repo or a project you can consider is being used by another developer B. So I'll try to modify it. Click here on this. Here I will enter. This is third line added by developer B. So this line is added by third line is added by developer B. Assume that developer B is using the repo. So I'll commit changes in order to save by I will enter developer B. So I'll click on commit changes. One.txt has been updated by developer B. So now click on this git pull demo. Click on this, and now the developer B also creates a new file. Also create a new file. So create a new text file. So I will create as a db.txt. So this file is created by developer B. This db.txt is created by developer. This db.txt file is created by developer B. So I'll click on commit changes. Click on developer B. So I'll click on commit changes in order to save the file. Clearly you can see m1.txt has been modified. Developer B has added third line. You can see a third line is visible. So we'll get here. In addition that developer B has done one more modification. He has created a text file db.txt. Clearly you can see. I'll get back here. You will get to local repo. So local repo is not updated with a remote repo. So we can either use Git Pull or Git Fetch. So Git Pull I have already used. I demonstrated already how to use Git Pull. Now I'll demonstrate how to use Git Fetch. So Git Fetch is nothing but it retrieves the latest commit history from the remote repo, but does not affect the local working directory. In other words, Git fetch command only retrieves the latest changes from the remote repo without integrating them into current branch. It does not modify our working directory. Git pull whereas uh, Git pull whereas fetches the latest changes from the remote repo and merges into the main or master branch. Whereas Git fetch fetches the local changes but does not integrate. That is one of the major difference between the Git pull and Git fetch. Now we'll see. I'll enter Git fetch. I'll press enter. What happens? It fetches the latest changes from the remote repo, but does not integrate with the local branch, that is main or master. Whereas pull integrates with the pull fetches the latest changes and integrates into master branch or main branch. But whereas fetch does not integrate, it only fetches. You can see. Clearly you can see it has not downloaded. So you have to explicitly use git merge or rebase in order to integrate the latest changes from remote repo to the local repo. Whereas git pull is a combination of fetch and merge. Whereas fetch, it only fetches the latest data, does not integrate. So in order to integrate, you have to make use of git merge. So I will press enter here. So clearly you can see db.text. This is a developer B had created a text file. It has been downloaded, and m1.text. Clearly, you can see this is the third line added by developer B. This has been also downloaded. So coming to the last, this one, what is the difference between the Git clone and Git pull? So Git clone downloads all the files together, whereas Git pull fetches the latest changes on the remote repo to the local repo. That is the one of the difference. So in Git clone, there is no issue of conflict. So in Git pull, you may face a conflict. So guys, this is the end of the video. So thank you guys again for listening.